Greetings, YouTube. Welcome back to the channel. It has been a long year in the Marvel Casino of Champions. The weird thing is, it's been a fast year in general, to me at least. Like 2021 went by as fast as 2020 for me went by slow. Like when the pandemic started in March of 2020, that month, which my birthday's in March, so happy birthday to me. That month felt like it lasted like 10 years to me. From March to May, it was like 10 plus years. But as fast as 2021 felt to me outside the game, 2021, it's just had so many issues. So, of course, in my year-end wish list, New Year's Eve tradition on this channel, my first wish is that the game gets fixed. As nice as it is to have compensation for Alliance War and Alliance Quest, and when Kabam is feeling generous, and they normally don't feel that generous, some potions and revives with the general nature of them, not the Alliance War, not the Alliance War and Alliance Quest potions, but the actual percentage-based, which does lead me into one of my first things I want to talk about. But, yeah, right now, it's a huge deal to get compensation that actually includes percentage-based revives. Because, of course, level 1, 20%. Level 2, 40%. Level 3, 60%. Now, I don't expect this first wish to happen, but if you're asking me what my wishes for the game are in general, on the list is 100% more percentage-based revives and, to a certain extent, health potions, but I don't really expect the health potions to ever get there. It's amazing to me that you can even have team revives that are potion-based, or that are percentage-based, But, of course, Kabam doesn't want that for Alliance revives and health potions. And so it's just infuriating to see that be the case. Now, they make a lot of money off it, or at least some money off of it. And that's why they do it. And I don't think they'd ever change it because it is financially beneficial to them. But it's just one of the really annoying things about the game. When it comes to inventory, that does bring me to the next item on my list. Because some of the inventory caps in this game make zero sense. Kabam, how is it possible that I can hoard more Tier 2 Alpha than Tier 1 Alpha? Even though if I want to take a 5-star upper rank, I need 5 of these things. At minimum, especially if you're spending money on the Black ISO store, you should get double the amount of this to hold in your inventory. We should be able to hold 30 Tier 1 Alpha. I don't even think that's that good of a number, but it certainly is better than what it is, because you can go from having maxed out Tier 1 Alpha to having no Tier 1 Alpha in the span of one 5-star rank up. So, on my list of things that need to improve in 2022, it's inventory caps that actually make sense, that are logical for the player, right? I do think it would help to move Tier 4 class catalysts to 25. Do you think that's unreasonable, YouTube? Let me know in the comments. And beyond that, Tier 4 basic, I think that should also move to a minimum of 25. Ideally 30, but I'm not going to get overly greedy. Now, I talk about this every year, and every year it doesn't happen. But I'm going to talk about it again. One of my favorite things about login calendars is that as long as you log in that 24-hour period, you get the items. We've got 3 login calendars going on right now. We've got the 6-star shards, which is pretty exciting, for day 12 of the calendar. We've got the December calendar, which of course is now complete. and we've got the Thronebreaker calendar. There is no specific time that you need to log in to get these rewards. And that's a beautiful thing. You know what's not beautiful, though? Given that they're daily, that the daily crystal you have to claim. I would guess, at least 10 of these things a year because I either forget to claim it, I'm too busy to claim it, or I don't know, I'm sleeping. And so instead of giving us 365 daily crystals, we get like 350, 345 maybe. And I shouldn't have anxiety or frustration because I wasn't able to claim a daily crystal. Kabam always talks about the QOL, quality of life. Well, this would be a really easy quality of life improvement, right? Super easy. And yet, they just haven't done it. They just haven't done it. Now, I will say, one of the things I said last year in some of my closing wish list videos was to improve the gifting event. And I think to a certain extent, they've done that this year. It is kind of interesting that they introduced more greater gifting crystal cash deals, especially for those summoners that couldn't take advantage of the gifting event and gave like level 25 accounts years and years and years of progression. But to be fair, two things. Those accounts always had the biggest advantage in the gifting event, of which until this year there was no progression-based limit at all. And the other thing is those accounts actually aren't doing as well rewards-wise as they did in previous years because not just gifting crystal access for those, but they also got alliance gifting rewards and milestones. And guess what? They don't get that anymore because they don't get to participate. So they are going to lose some super zesty rewards, if you will, because of that. Now, those of you who watch my channel, those of you that come by my live streams know most of the time the reason why I struggle, among other reasons maybe, to get, more than 50 to, if I'm really, really lucky, close to 100 viewers a night, is because I'm just chatting and doing the arena most of the time. I'm an arena whore. I'm addicted to the arena. My soul has left my body long ago. It is not a flex. It is the opposite of a flex. But it is what I do every day, and it's how I have so many freaking units, at least partially how I have so many units. Because of this, I'm aware that there are people out there who somehow spend even more time in the arena than I do. And when it comes to hunting for, say, the 6-star featured champion, we have seen time and time again people lose out on the 6-star by a small percentage. Now, I know that we've got some goals to expand this a little bit. And I definitely think that one of the best things I'm excited about in general for the game next year is that Kabam has made a commitment to, once they've banned the cheaters in these arenas, give the people who are on the cusp and just missed the champion the prize. And I'm really excited to report on that as Kabam hopefully follows through on their goal and their word. But in general, the top 100 spots, I think at minimum it should be 150. And instead of place 150 getting the 5-star and 1,000 6-star shards, which, keep in mind, it's the same amount of 6-star shards as what I always try to get, the top 1 to 5%. I think this thing should be half a 6-star. It should be 5,000 6-star shards. That would not break the game. That would give players a major difference in 6-star shards from the 1 to 5%. And of course, I'd love to see this improved, but it's not nearly at the top of my priority list for 2022 as the general growth of this number. For people who put all that time and effort into the arena, there just needs to be a better consolation prize than that. Now, one of the last things I want to talk about, because this is a longer than normal video, is one of the best things about this game, but it's also the most frustrating, and that's Incursions. Incursions has improved, but there just aren't enough opportunities for 6-star shards in Incursions to really get people excited. It still feels like the 6-star shard number is about 2 years behind. I think they should, at minimum, double the 6-star shard numbers for zones. 125? Like, what is that trash? If you made it 250, at least by the zone 4, you'd have 1,000 6-star shards. Like, they've been way more generous for 6-star arenas, which I know, like the special arenas that you can get shards from, or in this case, even better, you just claimed them in terms of like milestones. But if you're fighting in Incursions, it shouldn't be harder to get 6-star shards for Incursions, especially if you're the top progression or the top 2 progressions, than it is to get them in a special arena. And with that being said, kabam Jesus. Kabam RNGesus. Never, ever, ever bring back anything that resembles last month's worst side quest ever. It was one of the worst decisions you all ever made. The difficulty compared to the rewards was stupid. So there you have it. I could go on for days about more improvements, and I will say, as I'm thinking about that, the final thing I should say is we're still waiting to make different mastery builds where you just spend X amount of units and it automatically reverts back to your suicide mastery versus your non-suicide mastery. That should be possible, right? Like that should be on the precipice. Just as it should be possible to get some kind of wish crystal-like thing where we don't have to just wait to spend $500 on Cyber Weekend for every champ that was released in the 2020 crystal, which is what we saw in November. Either way, those are some of the things that I care most about. I know that even in this 12-plus minute video, I just scratched the surface. So what are some things you're hoping to see to improve the game and make you care more in 2022? Please let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching this video, especially those of you that watched all of it. This would be like a good podcast video where the visuals aren't really needed, so you can just kind of listen to me rant about the game and maybe agree, disagree while you're driving. Or some people tell me they only watch my YouTube videos when they're sitting on the toilet, which, you know what? If that's my legacy in your life, at least I have one. Either way, thank you for sticking with my channel all year, and hopefully you will have enough faith in my channel and support of my channel to stay with me into 2022, because as always, I'm looking to improve as a content creator and hopefully put out content that you enjoy.